Hey guys, so, quick thing before I get started. I think you all need to re-experience toast, okay? Okay, so hear me out on this. A couple weeks ago, I was at a friend's house, and suddenly I felt an unbearable, overwhelming feeling. Hunger. Now this realization was horrible because this person's family only stocked the most horribly, terribly tasting, and fantastically good for you food. All their food is healthy. It's like, hey, you want a snack? Well, that's great because I've got some strawberries here that are filled with chia seeds. And it makes it worse because this wasn't craving for fruits or some various cheeses and crackers. This was like a Taco Bell Crunchy Taco Supreme or 20-piece Chicken McNugget. But that was obviously not gonna happen. Because, as I said before, all their food was really healthy. So what did I do? I asked around. I asked the only person in the room, my friend, and I ended up making toast. Classy sliced toast. Now, this is freaking, I don't know if you can read that label, but it says gluten-free. Okay, I was not excited for this bread because gluten-free stuff, anything, is just horrible all the time. But this bread was different. It was great. It was heavenly. It was classy. So what I want you to do is I want you to head over to your local supermarket and I want you to pick up some types of bread. It doesn't have to be one, it can be four. I don't care. Just pick up some freaking bread, okay? And then I want you to slam it into your toaster and I want you to make it all toasty and warm and crunchy. And then when you bring it out, I want you to get some butter. I want you to take that butter and I want you to slather it onto your toast. And if you can't get Paula Deen's finely crafted butter spreading skills, store-bought is fine. Okay, onward. I just realized we need to get through this video as fast as possible because my camera's about to die and I don't have enough time to recharge it. Okay? Okay. So once again, we're gonna talk about the most horrible thing on the planet, the most deadly thing, the most horribly crafted, the most ugly, disgusting thing in existence. The human race. However, today we're only going to talk about one type of people, so if you want to hear about the other one, you're going to have to wait until next week. You want to know how to do that, you subscribe, because that's a good idea. This type of person is the type of person who just can't tell a story the way it happened. If it happened. More on that later. These people just warp things, okay? So they have this thing that happens to them, and then upon reviewing this story, and then telling it, they change things, they take things out and add things in. For example... Oh shit. So this crazy thing happened to me today. So I was sitting and I was gonna take a drink of water and I knocked over the glass, right? And the glass shatters and there's water everywhere. And I was like, oh, no problem, I'll just clean it up. And so then I'm getting up and I didn't realize that there was water on the floor. And so I slip and I fall. And since this glass and it's broken, there's bound to be some on the floor. So I land on the broken glass. So, where are your cuts? I have Band-Aids, And I'm wearing long sleeves so I can, cover it up. It's like, why? Why can't you just tell the freaking story the way it happened? What are you doing? You're literally living a lie. So yeah, that's a problem that goes on. But also, I knew this kid. Let's just call this kid James. James had a habit of telling stories. These stories weren't just some sad, boring story he spiced up to make himself seem interesting. No, these stories didn't even happen. They are fake. They are lies. He would make them up. Now, there's some people who can actually do this and make them seem realistic, but James was not one of those people. Here is an actual story that he told me. Okay, so a couple days ago, I was downtown and, I was just in the mood for free running. So, I decided to free run, of course, and so I was running, and I was like, you know what I should do? I should hop up that wall, but it was just a flat face, how was I gonna get up it? And then I noticed that there was this light pole, so I jumped, and I don't know, it's just pure skill. Yeah. My foot hits the pole, and I bounce off of that onto the wall, and then I bounce back onto the pole, and I'll remind you that the pole is about this thick, and they're probably a good distance apart, so it's hard to do. And I bounced my way up this wall, and it was so cool. It was pretty easy though, for me, for someone like me. What? I don't believe it, dude. That is so cool. Okay, but here's the deal. Don't just tell stories that aren't true, okay? Sure, you can slip in a lie here and there. You can make up a couple stories, but don't just have that be your normal storytelling thing. You know, because lies aren't good sometimes. Lies hurt. And honesty is the best policy. Honestly, honesty is the best policy. Okay, and I'll leave you with that. See you next week to talk about more people. Bye.